Well, Eric and Molly, prosecutors seem to believe that this murder was premeditated, but the suspect's defense attorney says the suspect may have shot because he believed that there were demons and the gun was filled with blanks.
She was so distressed. She seemed so upset and scared.
Neighbors in Magnolia still very shaken up after a 9-month-old child was shot and killed on this block. Zoe Beck says she arrived home to find the child's mother in extreme distress.
Mom was on the driver's side on the ground of our driveway with a gun, and she said that her baby was dead inside.
Beck, who is a pediatric nurse, says she tried to see what she could do to help, but it was already too late.
And I actually went next door to ask if I could assist with CPR or anything, and the look in the police officer's face when he was like, "There's nothing we can do."
Police arrested the child's father, a 35-year-old man who investigators say also randomly shot at 2 others but missed them. The suspect has not been formally charged yet, so we are not naming him.
He will not be brought out.
But prosecutors are looking at possible charges, including murder, 2 counts of assault, and unlawful possession of a firearm.
In this case, we have a single shot to the head of the infant who was asleep in a rocker at the time of the murder.
But the suspect's defense attorney claims, according to court records, there are other factors at play here.
He does indicate to his wife that he thought it was a blank. It also indicates that he thought there was demons.
The child's heartbreaking death still very much felt in this neighborhood. Other neighbors we approached were too shaken and did not want to talk about the incident.
I was crying. I cried a lot last night, and it's like you can't really wrap your head around it, and it's just like really hard to hear and kind of process through.
And we also looked into the suspect's criminal history. He does have 14 prior felonies on his record, including prior convictions for theft, assault, attempting to elude, and possession of a stolen vehicle. But the last time he was arrested was more than 10 years ago in 2013. Reporting live in downtown Seattle tonight, Leanne Wynn, KOMO News.
That's right, Preston. As part of that violent and checkered past, you might imagine his bail is incredibly high, $5 million as he sits here at the King County Jail.
Could a drug-fueled psychosis be to blame for the execution of a baby boy? In these court papers, police say the suspect admitted using PCP hours before the murder. According to cops, that man also blamed his alleged actions on demons. The result, a surreal, shattering crime in the middle of this quiet Magnolia neighborhood.
I'm upset thinking about it, speaking about it. It's just not what you want to hear.
According to court papers, the baby's mother told police she heard a gunshot inside her home. But when she asked her husband, the baby's father, what happened, he said the gunshot was a blank. 20 minutes later, she said she entered her baby's room and found him dead from a gunshot wound to the head.
She was so distressed. She seemed so upset and scared.
Police say the terror did not end there. High on drugs, they say the suspect then fired gunshots at 2 random people near his home. Police eventually caught up with him at this gas station where KOMO's cameras captured the aftermath of his arrest. That man is now locked up, facing first-degree murder and first-degree assault charges.
Now, those are possible charges. He hasn't actually been charged officially yet, so that's why we're not naming him. Having said this, he will be back in court on Monday. Coming to you live from Seattle tonight, Ryan Sims, KOMO News.